What's good, boys? Zach back here with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the no bullshit guide of what actually makes landing pages convert. So basically in this video, we're going to be going over the testing website, product images, offers, product price, target demographic, AOV maxing, and then what to do if you're at BE or kind of fluctuating between break even and unprofitability. So we'll start with just testing website. So this is the website obviously we're going to test with. So basically every single test that you guys are going to make, I want you just using a standard product page. You don't need anything more, just a normal standard PDP. And then things you really want to focus on are product images, offer, and product price. These are the three main things that will actually improve your CVR. Like everything basically above the fold. This is what we're focusing on, especially when we are testing. We're just focusing on above the fold. Obviously, below the fold is important as well. Having good images with text and going more in depth about your product, but where you will really see the biggest conversion rate change is above the fold, which will be your product images, offer, and product price. So we'll get into product images. So product images, you can make them on Canva or ChatGPT. So you're basically taking like the Callo images or the Amazon images, and you're going over to Canva or ChatGPT and like customizing them, making them your own, making them look better, making sure that they have information about the product on the images. I'll give you guys an example right here. So this is a really good example. As you guys can see, this is like the first product image that you land on. You can already kind of see what it does for you. Bloat less, live more, cravings, canceled, gut feeling glow, lose it without losing it. Like all these just talking about the product. It talks about kind of like what's in the product. More examples like this. Like this is how you want your product images to look. And then especially like this is kind of like a transformation product. If you have a product that like involves some type of transformation where like in certain amount of days, you're going to lose this amount of weight. So like in this, like in 7 days, she lost 16 pounds from eating this cutting jelly. Like anytime where like you can put a transformation in, or like anytime that your product is delivering on a transformation, like a 7-day transformation here, maybe it's like a different type of supplement where it's like guaranteeing like a 30-day transformation, like grow your hair back in 30 days, like a hair supplement, you're gonna want to show that off. So these are kind of like the product images that I want you guys to like kind of making. Like as you guys can see, like throughout this, like they can tell exactly what they're getting, and then also like ingredients is like a supplement. But like the main focus with product images is you want to make sure that the customers know what they are getting. So obviously, boom, like yeah, they know what they're getting. All right, it's this cutting jelly, but like what's actually in it, because it's a supplement. Now you kind of have to explain a little bit on the picture without making it too much text. It's like you don't just want to have like a block of text. Like I think this does a very good job right here. How it's just like 4 bullet points with a little bit of heading. It's almost like an image ad kind of. You just got the main things that it's helping you with, and then very short text right underneath kind of going into it a little bit more. You don't have a block of text on your image, because if you have that, nobody's reading it. They're just going to click to the next thing. So basically that's like product images. Like you guys need really, really good product images. That is very important. The next thing is your offer. So basically like with testing offers, like the offers I like to test are buy one, get one free, BOGO 50, and free X or free gift. Basically with these, like for like this one will be like more of a lighter weight product. So like this one will work really good with this. Obviously like they're not running it. They're running a different offer right now, more like just saying like days of detox, kind of like leaning into that. That kind of comes with like knowing your customer avatar and like knowing your product. But like with these guys, like let's say like, all right, it's like a 60-day debloat, then you kind of push them to like buy this. Or like if you're at this certain type of weight, or if this is kind of like your body type, or if you're a man or a woman, they could kind of push you 2 different bundles. So also like understanding your product and understanding who you are selling to is very important as well. That kind of comes in how you're going to structure this offer. But also like buy one, get one free. These are going to be more for lighter products. BOGO 50 are going to be more for products. Logistics just don't make sense with buy one, get one free. It'd be too expensive to ship one of them for free on top of them buying one. And then free X, this is just normally more for heavier products where you can't really give like a buy one, get one 50% off. You can't get a BOGO free. So you give them a cheap free gift that goes with or like complements the product. The last thing we'll go into is product pricing. So basically with product pricing, this can affect your conversion rate a lot, because if you're pricing your product at a really expensive price and you're not matching kind of the perceived value of your product, people aren't going to buy it. Like an example I use a lot is like a rag. Like if you're going to sell a rag, you can't sell it for $59 or $60. Like a rag's a rag. It's going to be like $10 no matter where you go. So you kind of have to think about that with your product. Like, all right, can I price this product 3 to 5x markup. And normally, like, my rule of thumb with pricing too is I want my minimum AOV to be around $40. I don't really want to be doing any less than $40 with my minimum AOV. This is just best for obviously like CPAs and ROAS, like just making sure that you have a high break even on these two stats. So like $40 is like the minimum I will ever price a product for. So just kind of follow that rule, plus having a 3 to 5x markup. And then how you guys can kind of consolidate these prices, obviously you can do, in my last video I had a full breakdown basically how you guys can kind of calculate your product price plus how much shipping is going to be off $16.88. If you guys aren't very good at like calculating that, another way you can always consult competitor pricing and you can consult Amazon. But the one thing with Amazon is that it will always be a lot cheaper, or at least cheaper, just because if you guys like know like how Amazon FBA works, like they have to buy in bulk. So obviously they're going to be able to run the product for cheaper. And I'm pretty sure Amazon FBA, like their margins aren't very great. So that's kind of why they have to price their product so cheap. Another thing that you guys can do with product pricing is A/B split test, kind of like once you get to more scale. So like let's say like you're in between pricing it at $49.99 and $59.99. Just A/B test both of those prices, and then if you have enough traffic, then you will be able to tell. Like if you're still at like your testing budget, like at $150, $200 a day, you don't have enough traffic to really do a true A/B split. That's more when you get to a little bit more scale, like spending like $500 to $1,000 a day. If you guys do want a more in-depth guide about like how I do all this, how like I make my starting page, how I structure my offers and make my offers, and how I price my products exactly, you guys can check out the first link in the description for my free training. It's completely free, so just go down there and watch that as well. But let's dive back into this website. I kind of also want to show you guys kind of what I like about this website and like why it works. So number one is obviously the congruency of the color. Like obviously like it doesn't matter. Like this is just really me getting kind of like nitty gritty with it. Like this isn't going to be fucking make or break game changing, but I'm just gonna point out like the stuff that I like. So I really like how like all the colors are very congruent. It gives it more of that branded feel. Also having social proof up here is very good. And I also like how they do their product name. Basically just what you're doing with the product name is your brand name and then your product. Like you don't need to overcomplicate it. Just what is the product? For these guys, it's the cutting jelly. So they just have their brand name, cutting jelly. Very, very simple. And they have three like key things. They probably did market research on this to come up like, all right, what's like the biggest pain points and the biggest reasons for people to buy? That's when you're putting like, that's what you're putting right here, basically in these three little like check marks. And then obviously you have your offer right here. Normally right here, I create like some type of sale. Like right now it's Black Friday. So you do like early Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale ends on like the 20th or like the 15th, like ends soon before Black Friday comes around. And then also down here, like you want a little mini FAQ, like not diving too in deep, like your major FAQ will be at the bottom of your website. But like, especially with this, like ingredients, very important. Does it really help with weight loss? Like just some quick questions and some quick objection handling that you guys can do kind of above the fold in your website. Also money back guaranteed. Putting in more like safety that like, no matter what, that they are in good hands. They will get their product back if like they don't like it or if it comes like destroyed, stuff like that. And then next thing, right after like you're done with top of fold, you also want to hammer more social proof. So like right here again, they have reviews, more social proof. And then right here, like this is their first block with text. So basically your first block with text, you just want to just describe like everything like they would need to know about the product. Because like most people when they land on your website, when they're coming from Meta, if they're already sold off your ad, they're not even going to scroll past here. They're just going to maybe like click through the product images like this, kind of see, read it in a little bit, look at your price, kind of look here, maybe come down here and look here, and then they're going to buy. But then the people who aren't really sold by your ad right away, they land here, they want some more information, they're going to scroll down here, they're going to see more social proof, they're going to see your customer reviews, they're going to see this because this is kind of what they want to see. Maybe they want to see like more like, all right, what's in this? Like what are the ingredients? Just describing more about the product right here is very, very important. So like with this, ingredients are very important for obviously a supplement. So they're going to go deep into all their ingredients that they're using in this supplement. And then again, this is really good. A UGC carousel is always good to have in. Just, it shows real people actually using it. These are definitely just videos from Callow though put in here. So like if you guys are like, oh, how do I get like UGC for in here? It's just, these are normally just Callow or TikTok videos that people are using. And then again, just hammering in on social proof. Like so many people are using our product. Like look at all these people using our product. Like social proof is so big. Like people buy when other regular people like them have also bought. Like nobody's gonna buy from you if you're just trying to be a salesman and sell them on the product. You want to sell them like, oh, look at this, everybody is using this product and everybody is getting results. Why couldn't it be you? Again, like down here, just more social proof, hammering social proof, another 90-day money back guarantee. And you guys see like how like this website, like it isn't like massive. Like they're not like you don't have like 10,000 fucking images with text and like comparison graphs and like all of this. It's just a very, very simple website. They got really high quality product images, a good offer that's working for them right now. They got the 3 like key pain points or reasons why people would buy the product. They got a bunch of social proof, doing a deep dive into the product right here, more social proof, more social proof, more social proof, hammering on social proof. Like this is how you guys kind of want to structure it. Like social proof's king because again, people want to buy something that they know other people have bought before and have also liked. So this is a really good website to kind of base it off of. So like just look this website up and like next time like you're making like your testing store, like just kind of copy this, use this as a template. It's a very good store to kind of go off of. All right, next we'll get kind of into target demographic. So basically with target demographic, you got like know who you are selling to, right? Because like let's say, right, for an example, if you were selling to a grandma, you're selling her a knee brace, right? When they land on the landing page, there shouldn't be a bunch of like jacked men, or there shouldn't be like young men or young women as like your product images on the website. Like it should be congruent from your ad to your website. Because obviously like we all know like Meta's AI is super advanced, it's super strong. Like it will target whoever like the target demographic in the UGC is, like whoever your UGC creator is, Meta's gonna target them. So when they target them and then they're like, all right, this person looks like me, is using the product, it must be for me. And then they go to your website and then they see a demographic that's completely different. Like in this grandma case, if she sees a bunch of young people using this knee brace, she'll be like, oh, is this really for me? Maybe this is for the gym. Maybe this isn't just for like my chronic knee pain. Maybe it's for working out. Like it's not, like, she doesn't know that it's directly for her. Like I said down here, people want to land on your product page and know that this product is for them. So as like, obviously like we can't look at these ads right now, but I'm guessing like most of these people, actually, I mean, you have the UGC content right here. You can see like all these people are young. Like they look like they're anywhere from like 25, maybe at max 35. And as you guys see in the reviews, another young person. And then as you guys can see, the one that they use in here, matching the demographic. So like you really want to make sure that it is matching your demographic. That's very important. This will be a big determiner if your conversion rate is super low or not, because again, like if you're selling grandma knee braces and they land and it's some jack dude wearing a knee brace, the grandma's probably not going to buy it. So I'll kind of give you guys like how to find your demographic. So basically like with demographics, it's pretty easy. You guys can use Reddit, forums, or like Amazon reviews. These are very good. You just look up your product and then you can just scroll through, like read everything that the customers are saying for like Amazon reviews, read everything people are saying about the product in Reddit, like why they like it, why they don't like it, look for keywords, look for major pain points that they're talking about. Also like another one that you can go through is the TikTok comments for like the TikTok shop videos on your product. This is another good one, looking through the TikTok comments. This is super, super important. Get in the trenches. This is where the money is made. You guys, you need to know who the fuck you're selling to. If you have no clue who your target demographic are, you're not going to go far with your product and you're not going to go far with dropshipping. This is very important. This is like 101. You need to know who the fuck you're selling to. Next thing that I want to go into is AOV maxing. So basically like with AOV maxing, this is just going to obviously help raise our AOV, because you don't want to just be stuck. Like let's say like you're selling a product, right? $40, the minimum that you're selling. Like you don't want to just like stay here as like your AOV. Like if your baseline AOV is $40, you want to be like at least 60, in the range of 60 to 100 AOV. Like you want to be somewhere in here. Like you don't want to be flatlining around baseline AOV. You need to AOV max so that we can have more profits, and then when CPA rises, we can compete with those rising CPAs. So that's kind of why we need to AOV max. So basically, the two things that are very important with AOV maxing is in-cart upsells and post-purchase upsells, or PPUs. So basically with in-cart upsells, basically what this is going to be is small and cheap products. Like I want these products should be no higher than $30. Like under $30, to be honest, the ideal range will be around like $20. That's kind of where you want to be pricing these products. And really with this upsell, you really want it to go with or help out the hero product. Like if you're selling like a hair growth gummy, right? you're supposed to take this gummy and then it'll promote hair growth. Then like maybe you could also like throw in some like oils in there too, or like shampoos that also help with thinning hair, like things that will go with the product and also like help it out. Because if somebody's really struggling with hair growth and their hair's thinning super bad, and you also give them the option not only to have these hair growth supplements, they can also have shampoo, topical oil, like all these other things that they can also add in their cart that will speed up their hair growth process. You can even use that as an angle, like when you're in your cart, like speed up your hair growth by X amount by also adding these products to your cart. That's how you're going to actually get people to be taking these in-cart upsells. Like if you have in-cart upsells that make no sense and don't go with your product at all, nobody's going to take those. So like if you're like somebody right now and you're really struggling with like people taking like your in-cart upsells or post-purchase upsells, it's probably because you're selling products that don't go with your product. Like in the hair growth supplement example, like you have to sell stuff that goes with the product, like the shampoo goes with the product. It will speed up your hair growth because you're in the shower. Hair growth oil, something that you can apply at night. So it's like all these are like different steps that they can be taking throughout the day to speed up their hair growth. And then with post-purchase upsells, it's kind of the same thing, but this is where you can be selling more expensive products. This is really where you can get your big boost because now they have already purchased, right? Already in an emotional state. Maybe they spent $60, $80 on your store already. Now you give them like more expensive products because they're already in an emotional state. They've already bought, they've already committed to like going down this path of regrowing their hair. Now maybe you give them like some micro needling pen for their hairline that's like $100. And obviously like that's a big upsell, but now they're like, all right, well I got these supplements, I got the topical oil, I got the shampoo. Now this micro needle that really gets in and kind of like ruptures my skin so that new hair can grow out, I also need that as well. Like this is really where you can be adding a lot of money on your AOV because you are selling more expensive products. Whoops, this is spelled wrong down here, but like same thing is up here. Goes with or helps out your hero product. Like this is branded drop shipping. So like if we're selling hair gummies, we're not also gonna sell them a fucking workout fucking Pilates board on the back end as well. Like this is branded drop shipping. Make sure like your products go with what you're selling. Very, very important. All right, the last thing I wanna go over is what if I'm at BE or fluctuating between profitable and unprofitable? This is a situation that I see a lot and a lot of people like hit me up about it. Basically, the best thing that you can do with here, right? Let's say like you're 10 days into your brand. Actually, let's just say like you're like 15 days into your brand because that's like more of a reasonable spot to be. Maybe you like scaled up like a tiny bit, right? So like you're spending like $500 to like $1,000 a day, but you keep on like bouncing between like barely profitable, like you're at like 10% margins, to sometimes unprofitable, to sometimes at break even. What do I do? Listicles and avatorials. Those are your next steps. If this is you and you can't really scale just on like a normal like product page, listicles and avatorials are very good. What these are best with though is more expensive products or subs or products that just need more explaining. So like obviously like supplements, they need more explaining. Like you need to kind of know what's in the supplement, how it's going to help you, is it for you? Like there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of objections about supplements and like if I should buy this supplement, is it going to work, blah, blah, blah. So that needs a lot of explaining. That's where like a listicle or avatorial would work very, very well. Another thing is more like expensive products, like products that are like over $100 or even like over like $150, $200. Like if people are going to spend that much on your website with a brand that they've never seen before, they're going to kind of want to know a little bit more about the product before they actually make their purchase. Because sending people to a product page and expecting them just to impulse purchase a $150 product, that's not very likely. Like that's not going to happen all the time. Like yes, it'll work. I've scaled up a product to a $100K month that was a $150 product just on a product page only, but then I ran into this situation here and what did I do? Went this way and we're right back to where we were. So if you guys are kind of in this stage where you're kind of bouncing between BE, profitability and unprofitability, listicles and avatorials is the next step. I'll kind of give you guys a good example of one right here. So basically this is just like a dog supplement. Like we've probably all seen this, like very saturated market, but it's kind of like a blog post. Like at the top, the hidden reason why your dog can't stop scratching and the gentle solution vets don't tell you about. So very, very good headline right here. Like the hidden reason your dog can't stop scratching and the gentle solution that vets don't talk to you about, because obviously like vets are super expensive, so like that's gonna draw people in. And then they just kind of go in and talk about like reasons why like your dog is itching and why this is a solution. Like right here, your dog's itching problem starts inside, not out. Oh shit, it's not something on the outside, it's something maybe with their stomach. So let me read into here. Over 14,000 dogs and their sleep-deprived owners already found relief. So social proof. Right after the first one, social proof. Very, very good. No more toxic solutions. This is safe enough for daily use. Like daily use, all right, safe. Obviously, people don't want to be getting their pets anything like that's bad or will harm them. You kind of scroll through here, like very, very good. Scroll all the way down, more social proof. Social proof down here, people just saying how they liked it, stuff like that. And then you got the get a 50% off now. This is kind of an example of what you guys could switch to once like your standard PDP isn't really working for you anymore. Or maybe you are on like day 5, day 6, and you keep on bouncing between break even and then a little bit profitable, a little bit unprofitable. This is a very good pre-lander that you guys can run. All right, boys, since you made it this far into the video, I'm guessing that you are super serious about drop shipping, and maybe you've struggled with this in the past where like your CVR is super low, you're just struggling to get products to scale. Maybe you like can't get past 5K stores. You can't even break like $1,000 on your stores. And that's the exact reason why I started my one-on-one mentorship, to help people like you who have been struggling with dropshipping, trying over and over again, actually finally be able to see profitability and make this shit their full-time job. So if you're ready to like stop fucking around with dropshipping and really take this shit seriously and stop just learning just off YouTube videos and actually get one-on-one help, apply to work with me with the first link in the bio. It's not some BS one-on-one group call mentorship. It's actually one-on-one work with me. That's why I can only accept 10 students at a time, obviously, because I still do this business model. I don't have time to take on multiple students, but I still want to help you guys and the people who are actually serious about taking this to the next level. So again, if you guys do want to apply to work with me, that'll be the first link in the description. Yeah, boys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.